Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. I know this is probably technically a day late. We did actually receive the details for EZA sale yesterday. Well, JP did, and then there was translations by the absolute legend that is of course Goresh, and all the translations were on Twitter. I kind of just wanted to see how the Dokkan Wheel of Fortune video did and not upload anything else, just to kind of see the reception. The video done okay. As I said in that video, I am kind of looking to do more of those because there's a lot of fun to do, especially with content being quite dry right now. So yeah, I am looking forward to doing more of them in the future, but as I said, I just kind of wanted to see how the video would do without any upload with it. So I'm just going to quickly skim through the details for EZA Cell for us global players if you haven't seen the details or specifically the translations yet already. He will be dropping tomorrow, so there is that. I'm pretty sure I've seen on Twitter that the team that he is weak against is Entrusted Will. So, you know, if you want to get your teams pre-built, then go for it. You'll be seeing that tomorrow anyway, but we're gonna kind of, I guess, kind of compare what he did before to what he did now. I've seen this already, and his EZA is looking good. So prior to EZAing, his leader skill was Extreme Fizz types get Ki +4, HP and attack and defense +100%, and Super Fizz gets Ki +2, HP and attack and defense +70%. Whereas after EZAing, Extreme gets 120, Super Fizz now gets Ki +3, and HP and attack and defense +90. I don't really see where you're going to be using those leader skills. Maybe, you know, in Ultimate Clash, depending on what teams you're going to be taking. So other than that, leader skills are neither here nor there. On 12 Ki beforehand, he will cause colossal damage to all enemies and recovers 10% HP. Of course, his 12 Ki is an AoE, and what made him a very good, and part of his passive, but very good Super Battle Road unit. After EZAing, he now causes colossal damage to all enemies and recovers 12% HP. So the only change on 12 Ki is obviously he gets 2% more HP, which is actually quite nice. You know, in a harder event like Super Battle Road, having his 12 Ki, which you're going to be wanting to get off the majority of the time, you know, to attack all enemies, is quite decent, especially with, you know, a few cell units and picking up same type orbs. You can recover HP on top of that. So, you know, having some extra HP, it's nothing outrageous, it's nothing extravagant, but it's nice to have. It's a nice utility. Prior to EZAing though, the 18 Ki would raise attack for one turn by 30% and cause mega colossal damage to the enemy, and now after EZAing, he will greatly raise his attack by 50% for one turn and cause mega colossal damage to the enemy. So that's quite nice. Again, it's nothing ridiculous, but you know, an extra 20% on top of that to greatly raise the attack on Super means the numbers that he's going to be putting out are going to be very nice on his 18 Ki. So his passive prior to EZAing, it was nothing special. Attack and defense +90% at the start of turn, plus an additional Ki +1, attack +10% per existing enemy, which is what made him such a good Super Battle Road unit to use. Because of course, typically in Super Battle Road, you're facing at least 2 or 3 enemies majority of the time, sometimes 5, and he'll get an extra attack +10% on top of that. So that's actually quite nice. But you know, there wasn't a lot to it. Now after EZAing, it's a bit more beefier. So now we get attack and defense +120, which is of course very nice. Plus an additional defense +60% when performing a super attack. That's on super, so that's multiplicative, which means his defense after supering is going to be in a pretty decent spot, whether you're hitting the 12 or 18 Ki. Then you'll get an additional defense +60% again when performing an ultra super attack, and Ki +3 if facing only one enemy. So, if you hit his 18 Ki, which again, I know hitting his 12 Ki in Super Battle Road is far more beneficial, but in general, if you're not doing SBR, or even if you want to get the 18 Ki off, or maybe there's like 1 or 2 enemies left, if you hit his 18 Ki, on Super, he will get an additional defense +60% anyway when performing a super attack, which is again multiplicative, which means his defensive numbers will take quite a bit of a rise. Then he'll get additional defense +60% when performing an ultra super attack on top of that. That means defensively, you know, I know it's not ideal what everyone wanted to partner up with the Dokkan Fest transforming cell. You know, neither of them are ideally perfectly crafted to go in slot 1. But still, after supering, especially on the 18 Ki, this cell's defense is going to be in a pretty decent spot. It's still a very good EZA, do not get me wrong. This EZA is fantastic and a great partner to the likes of Dokkan Fest Transforming Cell, which is really what he needed, which is also a major plus to not only the Dokkan Fest Transforming Cell, but especially to EZA Cell. Kind of like with Tech Ultimate Gohan and the EZA Strength Ultimate Gohan. You know, granted, Tech Ultimate Gohan can handle slot 1, but, you know, that increased essentially the value of Strength Ultimate Gohan for his EZA and then Tech Ultimate Gohans. So now, Dokkan Fest Transforming Cell actually has some very good viable help, some good support to go with him to link with. Let's just hope the LR Int Cell, whenever he gets his EZA, will be able to handle slot 1, and then we'll be fine. But yeah, while he's not perfectly crafted to slot 1, this EZA is fantastic. And then, yeah, of course, gets the extra key plus 3 if facing only one enemy. And then gets an additional key plus 1, attack plus 30% per existing enemy. So he's gone from key plus 1 and 10% per existing enemy to 30% per existing enemy. So again, if you're in Super Battle Road and you have like, what, 5 enemies, that's an extra 150% attack for facing 5 enemies in Super Battle Road. Which means his 12 key is going to be putting out some very good damage all over. Not only that as well, if you hit his 18 key, which is kind of combined with his passive, is more ideal. Not only will you have 150%, let's just say again there was 5 enemies, and then the attack and defense plus 120 at the start of turn, you'll then make his defense rise up quite a lot. Greatly raise his attack for 1 turn, and then again, as I said, have 150 per existing enemy if you're facing 5 enemies in Super Battle Road, which means you're putting out some very impressive numbers on the 18 key. Yes, you're sacrificing hitting all of the enemies with the 12, but you'll be putting out some very impressive offensive numbers, and his defense will be in a pretty good spot on top of that. So as I said, while he's not ideally made, I say ideally, while he's not made to be a slot 1 unit, he's still a very, very good EZA, especially for some of the older LRs. I know some of them, you know, a lot of people aren't fans of, apart from Broly, who's just ridiculous. And then you have EZA LR Gohan, who's just the worst one. I really hope they don't mess up LR Goku Black and Zamasu or Rose and Zamasu, because I've said this so many times, they have foundations to be a very good EZA. But while this guy isn't ideal for slot 1 like we wanted for Dokkan Fest Transforming Cell, it's still a very good EZA and still a very good partner to help out Dokkan Fest Transforming Cell. And especially with Android teams now becoming so heavily packed out, this is another amazing unit to add on to one of them teams. So let me know what you think of his EZA down in the comments. He'll be dropping tomorrow, so of course I'll be going through that. I'll probably end up streaming tomorrow. I haven't streamed for like 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. So I promise I will stream tomorrow. Link in the description down below for my Twitch. Go drop me a follow. I'll stream his EZA grind. We'll get the video out, the showcase. And yeah, as I said, let me know what you think of him down in the comments. I'll see you next video, guys, and peace.